History suggests one of these 10 players will win 2025 Masters Tournament Augusta. If history is any indicator, and the term tends to carry some weight around the hills and hollows of Augusta National Golf Club, the field of contenders at the 89th Masters Tournament just thinned considerably. Justin Rose leads by 3 shots after an opening round 65, but a more important mark lies a bit further down the leaderboard. The last 19 Masters champions and 72 of the 88 all-time winners were inside the top 11 after the opening round. To find an outlier, you have to go all the way back to 2005 when Tiger Woods started T33 and ultimately defeated Chris DiMarco in a playoff. By and large, this course rewards those who start fast and punishes those trying to play catch-up. Whether that leans more toward the physical demands of the course or the mental tax of being in chase mode for 54 holes is up for debate. It makes sense because it's the kind of golf course that needs a ton of respect, Rose said. So when you are playing with the lead or around the lead, you have the ability or you're afforded the luxury of patience and respecting holes and respecting pins and things like that. When you're in chase mode, you end up possibly making 1 or 2 silly bogeys by trying to play catch-up, and that obviously hampers the catch-up. The funny thing about Augusta is it's very, very easy to psych yourself out depending on how the course is, added Jason Day. You know that the progression of play from day to day gradually usually gets harder. Now there is a bit of an asterisk in play with this trend. We've got a whopping 16-way tie for 11th place at 1 under, a list that includes 6 former champions, among them 65-year-old Fred Couples. But the only player to win from outside the top 10 in the last 2 decades was, once again, Woods, who was T11 on a tightly packed board in 2019. So unless the echoes of the 5-time green jacket winner get stirred, we're looking at a 95-man field culled down to 10 true contenders after the opening round. And no, that list does not include Rory McIlroy, even plus 1,200, whose 2 late double bogeys likely mar his chances of completing the career Grand Slam despite a brilliant start to his opening round. Let's take a look at each of the current top 10 and see where the in-play value may lie. If you liked Scheffler at plus 400 pre-tournament, you're going to love him at half the price after just 1 round. The defending champ flashed his inevitable form in the opener, carding the only bogey-free round while becoming the clear betting favorite once McIlroy faltered. He came into the week stating that he was as prepared as ever for the tournament, and the lack of hardware in his run-up to the Masters didn't seem to make a bit of difference on Thursday. Eventually Scheffler will blink, right? And at that point this price could tick up a hair. But it's hard to envision him fading in a big way. A better return might be the plus 350 price for him to catch Rose and lead after round 2. If he's going to do it, it just might happen quickly. The Swede is trying to buck another trend, as no champion since Angel Cabrera in 2009 has missed the cut in the start before his Masters triumph. Aberg missed 2 in a row at TPC Sawgrass and Memorial Park, and he was stuck in neutral through 11 holes. Birdies on 4 of his last 7 shot his name toward the top of the leaderboard, and there are likely many in-play bettors who pounced on that run in combination with his impressive runner-up performance last year as a debutant. I wish I backed Rose at plus 11,000 outright pre-tournament. Sure. Do I think it's a little disrespectful to have him behind both Scheffler and Aberg on the updated odds board? Absolutely. Rose is in an interesting position at age 44, speaking after the round about the security of his long-term legacy but knowing that this could amplify those prior feats. He has played well in 2 of the last 3 majors, T6 at Valhalla and T2 at Royal Troon, and came achingly close to victory here in 2017. I don't know that he'll win, but I do feel confident that he's not going away, and that some value remains on this in-play price for him to snag major number 2. DeChambeau is hoping to revise last year's script, when he opened with 65 but failed to break par the rest of the week. He was the last man on the range, firing off drives with floodlights guiding his path in the dying light, but the more important elements will come from close range. He's unlikely to make 7 birdies each round as he did on Thursday. The question becomes, can he limit the 4 bogeys that largely stemmed from sloppy chipping? Keep in mind he's on a quest to join some heady company. Since 1964 only Tiger Woods, 2001, has won the Masters as the reigning U.S. Open champ.